There I am. The restream is weird because I can't kick myself off and put myself back on. Hey guys. We will see. Hey, I came here because of you, Michelle. We'll see how we do's. Hey, well, the only kitty that's here is Ezekiel as usual. So, wait, hold on 1 second. He's right there. As always. Oh, shoot. Hold on. There we go. Hey, Trista. Look at your mess. My freaking everything, I swear. What's it called? Mercury retrograde. It's messing with everything tonight. Like, everything's slow. Oh, those are pretty pictures, Trista. You got to see the Aurora Borealis tonight. Yep, he is the gatekeeper. We call him the gatekeeper. Anytime I sit here, he's usually here. Sometimes he leaves and comes back, but he's usually the one that's... We can always depend on Ezekiel to open the gate or to be here as I'm looking. I don't even know where everything is. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I just said. I said they were cool. I've got to find my stupid... Hold on. I think I only have the energy tonight to do the intuitive guidance. It's scrolling on the bottom. But if anybody does want into the private virtual event, it is $25 if you haven't already joined. It's a spirit-led event, 2-hour event. Not everybody will get a reading, but they should. Everybody will get something out of it. It's supposed to be the 22nd of November. Hopefully still, depending on... I think we got like 3 people in it so far. So we do have that. I also have raffle tickets, which I may extend because right now I have 1 person that has a raffle ticket. You can win a free reading of your choice, 20 minutes, which is... So it's for 10 or 2 for 18 if anybody wants to do that. And I have... you can get 3 questions. The second prize is 3 questions, and the third prize is a cup if you want it. A purple cat. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, I thought you joined, Michelle. I wrote it. I mean, I started in my thing. I can't remember. Yep. I have been a little irritated because, I really have to work. I really have to get things going here. I've been in a really bad slump. But I want to be able... I can't be without a car, and that's where I'm headed right now. So I've got to get my shit going here. I gotta quit goofing off. Well, I'm not goofing off, but I'm frustrated because whenever I join lives, like, no one shows up. Or whenever I'm on lives, especially on TikTok, and I don't know why. Like, my videos aren't getting views or nothing, so it's kind of making it hard because my regulars can only get so many readings, and I need it to be pushed out to new people. And, so, yeah. That's okay. It's not you guys. I just because like I don't know, no one's scheduling, no one's getting like anything. So like this is the worst it's ever been for my business, and I'm kind of like, what the heck's going on? I don't um hey. So always ask the people if you guys could like revisit the old videos and stuff. And if you are on TikTok, if you can go and like try to repost and save, that'll help my videos. So, I definitely don't hate it. It's in my chart, so I've always had it. It just took an awakening of my twin flame, which usually is what causes us to wake up if we're off our path. Usually they come in and wreck our life so that we get on path. That's basically what it was. So, I wrote a whole book about it. And I don't know if I really had an NDE. I kind of did, and I kind of didn't. I didn't see anything but dark, so I didn't get anything cool out of it. Um, I did open up more after that, but really not until I experienced, the loss of my twin flame. That was his part to be here. So, um, anybody can tap into their gifts. Lots of meditation and practice. That's it. Meditation tools, practice. That's meditation is the big one. Meditation literally changes your brain. I need to actually get back to doing it more. I don't remember, Shauna. I actually have 2 cases I gotta do right now. Yeah, no, I didn't have like a full one. Mine sucked. I wish I would have had a cool one. I don't think I was truly there yet, so that's why. Um so it was mostly just my experience with all of that, which is why I ended up with the twin flame in the first damn place, is because they come to get us back on track. They're not a mushy love relationship. So for the mediumship, for the spirit led, we don't choose who comes in, they choose who comes in, and it's not going to be any true crime unless that's someone's loved one. So anybody can donate towards cases, but they have to be patient with it because they do take time. No, because in spirit led, I'm not looking at pictures to bring anybody in or anything like that. I'm not. You would have to know them. So, girl, I don't even remember yesterday. And like the last, I swear I lost brain cells from the whole situation with my HVAC. So, I have not been the same since that. Because I think I was slowly being poisoned for like months. So my brain is not even working right lately. Unless I switch timelines. I really don't even remember. Like, everything feels like a blur the last few months. But yeah, I can never promise anybody anything with their, with cases, so that's why I just take donations for that. I don't choose the cases, as you guys know, Spirit does that. So if anybody has a specific case, then, I do donations for it. So Actually, somebody donated off of TikTok and they want me to put it out. So I have to do that. I have questions to catch up on and cases and everything. So right now I gotta take care of my stuff. I gotta keep my car because I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. So hey, what? Yeah. The ways to always reach me is in my Linktree. So I'm very easy to find. Linktree's on my bio on TikTok. If you go to my YouTube, it's right there. Underneath every video is my Linktree. That's how you reach me. Nope. I just posted an anniversary video, but there's nothing to really have thoughts on. They have the right guy. It's over and done with. So I post those in memory of the victims, because that's what really matters. But there's no thoughts on it. It's over and done with. They have the right guy, period. There is nobody else involved. I put out the astrology for that to kind of prove that to people because they want to argue all the time. You don't continue to tap into cases when they're done. You just don't, out of respect. 7-hour readings on it. There's nothing else to get. Everything's already been released. Like, there's nothing. So I got everything I was going to get when I did the readings. Oh, yeah. You're welcome, Shauna. No, Shauna, and I just tell people that, like, I can't that's why, like, when people want to schedule for readings, I just tell them to send a donation that they feel is fair because, I can't promise anything. And not like, you know what I mean? Every case is different. Sometimes I get a lot on a case, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get a better location. It just depends, and it's usually an energy match too. So no, what are you talking about, lives lost? And I don't know what you're talking about. No, so I'm just doing intuitive guidance. It's scrolling across the bottom. So it's $15 for an intuitive guidance question. If you want a 10-minute reading, you can ask whatever questions you want. It's 30-minute or $8. And that's it. That's all I'm doing tonight. If a loved one comes through with the $30 one, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Usually, sometimes I've noticed I can do hybrid on that, but I don't really say hybrid because I can't I don't have control over it. When that happens, it just happens. Usually if someone asks like who's around them, but I usually start off with the questions. So yeah, but everything's scrolling across the bottom. So I don't know why you're getting lives lost in 9/11. I'm not doing any this 11/11 reading because it's November 11th. This is like an angel number. You know what I mean? So I just called it that because it's paid, readings on 11/11. If that makes sense. It's just an angel number. 11/11 portal, all that jazz. Oh, let me put the QR code up because sometimes people like the QR code better. Otherwise, it's in the description box. Yeah, and if you guys haven't, yeah, the Linktree's right there. Look, if you can try not to use Cash App. I owe them money right now, so it'd be great. If you can do Venmo or PayPal, that'd be awesome. If all you can do is Cash App, that's fine. They'll just take it. I'm telling you, it's been bad. I've had to take loans I can't even pay back right now. So And I know it's bad for everybody, but like I've been saying, I haven't seen a lot of other mediums being struggling like me on TikTok specifically. My eyes twitching. It's been doing that. And I got a headache right before he came on. It kind of went away though, thank God. But like I said, the QR code is right there. Okay. My freaking eye is switching. All right, Jasmine, what's your question, love? I mean, they're giving me a green check mark for that. So if you feel the pull to move there, and there's a reason that you are drawn there, then sometimes we need to move because our energy no longer serves where we're at, or it's just the time for us to move. Everything has divine timing. Sometimes we're not meant to stay in one spot, if that makes sense. So they're giving me the green check mark for that, for you to move to Florida. Keep in mind that intuitive guidance readings is about possibilities, most likely outcome. You have your free will to decide what you want to do. But I mean, they're giving me a yes on that. And I think I mean, next year kind of pops in for that. I'm thinking it's okay if you go to the Linktree or the description box. Okay, but you have to follow your heart. So remember that it's your life, not your family's life. It's not their choices, their decisions. This is about you. If you feel like you want to go, there's usually a lesson for it. Even if it doesn't work out, sometimes we have to go somewhere to learn lessons. Sometimes we have to go somewhere to have experiences. You know, there's a reason that you need to go, if that makes sense. Like I said, they would give me a big X if you weren't supposed to. So if you're feeling the pull there and there's a reason that you want to go, you have to follow that choice. You can't let people hold you back from your choices and decisions in life, because this is your blueprint. This is your lessons. This is your life lessons. And so that's what's important, because even if it doesn't work out, there's something to be learned from it, right? So we can't be fearful about certain decisions. We don't know unless we try. And actually there's there's some movement like that for some signs in the astrology. I just can't remember what they are right now, but I think next year would be good, like April kind of highlights. It's like April, May, June, but specifically April highlights pretty strongly for or I don't know why April was coming in a lot last time we did readings too, but there's something about April that comes in. So you remember that this is your life. These are your choices, these are your decisions, and these are your lessons. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. because we're always learning from something. And honestly, again, we don't know unless we do it. Okay, your lease runs out in April. That makes sense. So it would be for April then, I guess. But they do keep taking me next year. Maybe that's why I'm going like April, May, June. You know what I mean? Like you'll move after that. But that makes sense. So I was like, they were highlighting April really strongly. Sorry about that, Michelle. Yeah. I'll put you guys on the list. Thank you. Yeah, but that's why, like, you have to go where you're pulled to, because there's a reason. We have energetic what I would suggest, you can always do astrocartography. Find somebody that does that, or there might be some apps or something, I don't know, to see where the best part would be for you to live. But if you're feeling pulled there, like, you always have to follow the pull. Like, it could be that you need to go there to meet somebody, that you might have a good job there. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to follow that pull, because you never know what it is. And if your energy aligns with the place, there's a reason for it. So, because our energy always aligns with different places. I never thought I'd be in Arizona, but I ended up here and I actually love the energy here better than where I was. So, and actually my astrocartography kind of aligns with that. But, if you're feeling a pull, you have to follow where your heart wants you to go. No one else is living your life but you. And we only live this life once, so you can't be afraid, right? New experiences and change are hard, always, because we never know what's going to happen, etc. But we don't know unless we try. You might really love it. You might have the happiest time of your life there. You don't know. So you can't be afraid in life, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Like, you chose your blueprint before you ever came here. So, do you know what I mean? You might as well go and have a good time and see where it takes you. Because you don't know unless you try. But they wouldn't be giving me a big, because no matter what, like, I always try to double check when I tell people these things. I kept trying to see, like, the other way, and they wouldn't let me. They're just like, green check. So you feeling a pull there or needing to go there, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like just do your research on where you want to go, but I feel like by the water would be really good for you. Somewhere along the, like, coast, or somewhere close to the coast. I don't know why. I don't know if you have a pull to the ocean or the water or whatever, but if you really feel that way, then there's a reason for it. We should never disregard our feelings, our pulls, our intuition, none of it, because we're always guided by our guides, and that's how they communicate with us, is by being pulled to somewhere or having a feeling about something. We have to listen and honor that. And there's a reason that you're feeling that way. Like, we can't disregard those feelings. Do you know what I mean? Even if it will be hard for our family to understand it, because they don't want you to go that far or whatever. Like, this is your path. We come here, like, yes, we have soul contracts and our family and everything, but we also have our own path, and we have to go where we feel we're going to be best and where our energy aligns with. Because the better our energy aligns, the better, things work out for us. And you'll feel it anyways. Like, you know what I mean? When you start looking for a place, you're going to feel where you feel drawn to or pulled to the most. I'm sorry to hear that about your daughter. Yeah, I feel like you would do really well by the ocean, and the thing about the ocean that a lot of people don't understand, or the beach, is it is like a kind of like a portal between heaven and earth, like water, sand, like it's that kind of um, heaven and earth. It's very healing to walk in the salt water, all of that. So I think it would be very peaceful for you. And sometimes when we go through tragic things like this, we have to have a change of scenery. So even if it's for a short time, even if you move there for 2 years, there's a reason for it. Do you know what I mean? So you don't know unless you go there. But the suggestion is, yeah. So you can make your own decisions, but I think it would be really good for you. It won't be easy because change never is, right? But change is also usually for the better. Okay, let me know how it works out for you. Wait, Michelle, what question? Wait, what did you send? I have to see. That was actually a longer question. Let's see. You got a question. Okay, Michelle, what's your question? You're welcome. Good. I hope so. Yeah, we can't be fearful in life. If we can do it, we just need to do it. And I always love updates, so you can always email me if you decide to do that. And how it works out. If you can find a place by Jupiter, Florida, I don't know why I've been pulled to Jupiter, Florida lately. That's the only place in Florida I've ever visited. Loved it there. But it's kind of ritzy, so it wouldn't be exactly probably Jupiter, but somewhere around there maybe. But it was really cool there. And that's popping in my head again. So maybe somewhere around there or something. Or I don't know if that's by the peninsula or not. Or I don't know. I keep seeing that area by the water that kind of looks like, you know what I mean? The peninsula. I don't know if that's what it's called. All right, Michelle, what's your question? Michelle, where did you go? Is that my fan that sounds like that? Hey. I know. I'm not a love life person. I need to go check on something. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I have Michelle, and then I don't know where she went, and then May. But I think it's the water thing in the other room. Sorry. Starlight always takes apart the water thing. I don't know why, and it makes so much noise. Like she takes out the water, the air, the pump for it. It's crazy. We don't always need a love life, though. See, you have to understand that everything has a timing. So even if you feel that way, you don't know that for sure. You might meet someone later in life. It's all about divine timing. You can't push it, because the more you push it, the more you meet the wrong guys. I haven't dated in 13 years. I'm happy with that. Did I just have a dream that gave me a specific birthday and an age of probably my twin ray coming in the next couple years? Yeah. We'll see. Do I care? No. One way or another. Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, I see. Michelle, hold on one second. Okay. Yeah. Michelle, you definitely should. There might be just some things that you can try to change, or with marketing and things like that. So 2027, it feels like a real highlighted year. Not saying that it's not going to take off till then, but 2027 might be like one of the better years for you. But next year it feels like it'll start climbing. Does that make sense? So sometimes whenever you're starting a business, it just takes some time, and it does come down to being able to market it and things like that. So I think, because they show me kind of like an up down, and then it finally goes up. So yeah, I'm answering right now. I need you to fast forward. So when you go and pay, when you come back, make sure you fast forward, because otherwise you'll be behind, and then it'll be all confusing, because I'll be answering and then I'll repeat myself and etc. Oh shoot. So I'll wait here. Let me know when you catch up. That way I'm not repeating myself 5 times. I tend to do that when people get behind. I'll end up having to say it over and over again. So make sure that you fast forward Mayor and whoever else. It's weird that both of your names are yellow, or have yellow in them. Yellow cat. I find that interesting. She's like, what, yellow, mellow yellow or something? And you're a yellow cat. That's kind of weird synchronicities. Hey. I'm just waiting for Michelle to fast forward so I don't have to repeat myself 5 times. Dude, I was not hungry till I got on here. Now I'm hungry. I hate that. Okay. I'm going to try to explain it. So. I'm trying to explain it. So where the line is, red line is, you pull the thing, I don't know what it's called, till it goes to the end as far as it will go. Probably astrology. There's a lot of jacked up astrology this month. There's going to be 5 retrograde planets. We just went to Mercury retrograde. So depends on where everything's hitting. And what do you mean forget about me? Okay, so are you caught up now, Michelle? I just don't want to repeat myself 5 times. If you're caught up and you can hear me say you're caught up, say yes. And did you hear anything that I already said? Yeah, I answered. I answered part of your question, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you heard anything that I said. So, okay. So basically, like I said, 2027 is a highlighted year for you for a peak of your business. They're saying to continue going. Like, we get into businesses and do things like that because we're supposed to. So you wouldn't be into a entrepreneurship or starting your business if you weren't supposed to do that. So, 2026 is it's going to be up and down a little bit, and then eventually you'll go up towards the end of 2026 into 2027. But you're going to have to work on marketing and things like that, things that is going to help your business grow. But there's a reason that you're doing it, and whenever we start a business, sometimes it doesn't take off right away. Sometimes it seems a little difficult. I mean, like I said, I've been doing this for 13 years, and sometimes I'm like, I don't want to freaking do it anymore. Like, there comes a point where sometimes it feels like that if it gets tough. And sometimes our astrology, believe it or not, can have effect on what's going on with our money and our business and everything. But it feels like next year, again, you're going to go up and down a little bit, but towards the end of the year, you're going to go up. And then 2027 is a highlighted year for you to kind of go up and stay up. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're supposed to continue with your business in the way that it's coming across. Yeah, Lucy, but I still don't know what were you supposed to get? I don't understand. Yeah, our passion's our purpose. So if you love doing it, then you're supposed to do it. You just have to try to figure out different ways to make it work. So anything that you can do to expand your business, to grow your business, to market your business, even unconventional ways. There's a lot of different ways out there now that there didn't used to be back in the day. So that's the thing. Our passion's our purpose. If you love it, then you have to find a way to continue doing it. Like, you wouldn't be doing it right now if you weren't supposed to be doing it right now. But yeah, sometimes businesses take a little bit, but I feel like you'll have your ups and downs next year. So you'll have good months and not so good months, but towards September of next year, it comes across as you'll start to see, I'm hearing ripple effect, or things start to shift, and then 2027 it'll go up. If things are going wrong as far as technology, again, Mercury retrograde. All right, Michelle, did you hear everything I said now? Did you get caught up? You're welcome. You'll have to let me know how it goes. I think it'll be okay. All right. Freaking headache, man. I keep getting a headache and then it goes away and then it comes back. And now, so I don't know if it's my headache or not. Because it started like before I came live. So, okay, cool. Yep. And there might be some new ideas that come up in your mind to follow those ideas. Like, don't ignore those ideas. You know what I mean? Your guides are going to be trying to help guide you through this. So, any kind of ideas that pop in your head, you need to follow that. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like you've already had some and you've second guessed it or questioned it. Don't do that. Like, that's how our guides communicate with us, is they pop ideas in our heads. And usually there's a reason for it. So make sure that you're trying to follow whatever those ideas or things that you're getting. So, and, there's watch some YouTube videos on how to grow your business, do some research. If you need to do that as well, that's always an option too. Okay. Yeah. So make sure you're listening. I'm hearing it won't be in vain. So you'll be good to go. All right, Mary, you're next. Yeah, I don't know. It keeps coming and going. Like, it'll come and then I'll say something about it and then it'll go away. And so I don't know. But yesterday, I didn't feel good at all yesterday. I don't really know why. Because I wanted to come live to you and my eyes were all jacked and stuff. No, I don't think it was you. I got it before I ever came on. Oh, thanks, Jen. That means a lot. Well, at least you have interviews. So there's something about next week, and also I get the 17th that they're highlighting. And I feel like it'll be something like online, possibly remote. You'll either find it online. It feels like you'll find it online. So keep in mind too that you'll get whatever job you're meant to get. So rejection is protection, redirection. If you're being if you are being rejected from jobs, you're being redirected to something else that matches your energy better. Yeah, and that's why I'm getting like there's been rejection there, and that's okay. They're not made for you. So you're going to end up where you're supposed to be. That's going to be a better fit for you energetically and financially and all of that. So but I don't know. They're bringing in the 17th and they're bringing in next week for some reason. So I don't know if you'll get an interview next week, if it's when you're going to go on, if I'm not really sure what that's about, but just hang on to it. Anything I give you, just hang on to. But it feels like I don't know if you're looking online. It feels like you might. Have you been looking online or no? Or there's something about online. So I don't know if it's like going to be remote or if you're going to find it online. I don't know. Like, I can only give you what spirit gives me, and usually it's like symbolic. So and also it feels like it might kind of be like slow going, like you might not fully get started or have full time until January, because they highlight January for me. Not that you're not going to start till January, because I'm getting this like this month, but okay. So have you been looking for, so that might be why the January thing, because of the winter break and everything, like you might get it before then, but there's like tutoring jobs and like online schools and stuff. So that's what I would do. I would look for like tutoring jobs. They actually pay really well. and like online schools and stuff like that, because I feel like um there's going to be something of that sort, and it might be this, like, you just like get hired, but like you won't like start until like January because of the winter break. Does that make sense? Like um but I am getting like something like tutoring or something of that sort too. So, if you have to do both, like, you can do really well at tutoring. A lot of teachers do that and they do really well with it. But yeah, there's something with that. Why am I getting like university? I don't understand that unless you teach older kids or something. I'm not sure where that fits, but I gotta say it because I'm hearing it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because they highlight like again, there's something the 17th or next week that comes up. And then why my head just started itching all of a sudden. And then the 17th. So I don't know when the 17th is. I think the 17th is 6 days. 12, 34, 36, 70. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So that's like next Tuesday. Yeah, because I was getting little kids, so I don't know why I'm getting. That's why I was confused by like hearing university. Oh, okay. So that makes me wonder. So, is that remote at all? Or is that that could be what it is. Cuz it could be giving me the reference to like you went to that job interview and that might be the one you're going to get. Um but I'm also getting like online tutoring for you, so maybe you could do both. Like maybe that would help supplement income, or you can do that before you get full time at this place, if that makes sense. So that could be what the university thing is, because I'm like hearing it. Oh, you implied online? Okay. So is it like a virtual school, or is it a okay. Oh, it is beside your daughter's, but you applied online for it. Okay, I'm just wondering if something's gonna come up like by the 7th, because it's interesting. The 17th is next week. I think it's like next Tuesday from my counting on my fingers. So, that's interesting because I was getting next week and I was getting 17th. So, and that's why I was thrown with the university, because I was getting like younger kids and I didn't even want to say it, but I think they're giving breadcrumbs to say that you could possibly get an interview with that job next week. And that's why they're mentioning the university, if that makes sense. But I keep also getting like looking into like uh private tutoring if you can, because I feel like that would help you financially, especially um during like the holidays and stuff. Um so I'm kind of getting like both things, if that makes sense. And I know like the tutorings, like you can choose your own hours and stuff like that. So that will be something to look into as well, because I'm getting kind of both for you. I actually just had a teacher get a reading with me a few weeks ago, and she was asking if she was going to go to Japan. I was like, yeah, you're going to get that interview. Oh, you did do the interview today by the uni. Okay, so maybe they hire you next week because there's a reason the university came in today, and yet unless I'm picking up that that's where you did today, because that could be very possible that I'm just picking up what you did today. So otherwise they might you might hear from them like next week. But yeah, I would look into that other also the other thing I mentioned. If that makes sense. Okay. You'll have to let me know. Because I'm like, now I'm curious. Was I picking up the university because you're going to get that job, or was I picking it up because you went there today? Okay. How did the interview go? You're welcome. Did the interview, do you feel like it went well? Because, yeah, that would make sense. Like, next week, the next week thing. Now I'm curious. Did I pick that up because you went there today, or did I pick it up because they're saying it's that one? And that was the only way they knew how to tell me, by the university. I don't know. I guess we have to wait and see. Yeah, and that'll be okay because, you'll get used to the drive. I used to work at a farm that was for 6 years. It was 20-30 minutes from where I lived, and I hated it at first, but I got used to it. You'll get used to it. I think you'll really remember, we're supposed to end up where we end up. So if you get the job, you're supposed to get that job. Do you know what I mean? For whatever reason, there might be a kid there that really changed their life. There might be something to do with that school that's part of your path. So we always end up where we're supposed to end up at. And yeah, so just saying. Yeah, I'm sure. I know the traffic sucks, but if you really love the job, it'll be worth it. If you change a kid's life, or you meet a kid that you're supposed to, you know what I mean? There's a reason for it. So but again, in your off time or whatever, if you need to make some extra money, I think that the tutoring would be really good. So you'll have to let me know. Email me and tell me, because now I'm super curious. Usually if I get things like this, it's usually correct. People come at me all the time, oh, I got that job, or this happened, or that happened, and I'm like, oh, cool, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm curious now, because I'm like, am I getting the university because you went there today, or because they're telling me that's the job and that's the only way they know how to do it? I'm glad I said it, because it repeated, and I was like, but she didn't feel like a university teacher. You felt like you taught little kids. So that's I was like, I don't know, I'm getting that. Doesn't make any sense to me. My eye is twitching now. That's usually a truth marker for me lately. I don't know. It started doing that. Ah, crap. All right, Jen. My freaking eye is twitching. I'm glad you're not asking about your love life tonight. Make sure that you guys know that you can hype videos. So if you can hype them, go hype them for me, please. Good. 2027, Jen. That's all I'll say. $2027. Like mid, like July-ish. I'm telling you, Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde's shitty right now. Just saying, if anybody's exes come back to you, just don't even. Okay? Or people from your past. Just is usually a lesson, but I have actually a video I need to record on it. I'm just a little late on it. Yep. It's tough astrology right now. Believe it or not. I'm ready for Saturn to get out of retrograde any freaking day now. I think it's the middle 15th or 16th or something. It's okay, girl. Remember that I still do the email questions. So, like, if you can't do it tonight and you figure it out, you can always send me an email question. I am a little bit behind. Like, way fucking behind. So, be patient. I've got a few people that have multiple questions, so that I've got to get to. I was going to do it today, and I didn't get to it today. So... but I'm always doing those for the same price. So and I'm still having the spirit-led virtual event, supposedly the 22nd. I've only got 3 people in it. I might move the date. I don't know yet. Depends on if anybody gets in it or not. Anybody else? So that's mediumship, spirit-led mediumship. It's kind of like the platform readings but virtual. And then I still have the raffle tickets. Something today. Yeah, I mean, my email questions, I get to them as I can. I have a few people and they have like multiple questions. So I just haven't got to it today like I needed to. I've had a hard time being motivated with everything, honestly. But I'm trying to do multiple things at once because I'm trying to not burn myself out. What is it, baby? Okay, come here. What is that? You silly boy. What is the yawn and the sound about? Huh? You sounded tough for a minute. You always gotta come up here. Huh? I love you. You silly boy. I can't believe he's gonna be 3, I think. Right? He's gonna be 3 in December? His birthday's the same day as Sebastian's. Ugh. Are you? I'm pretty sure you are. Look at him just relax. He's so funny. Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. He like wants to put his head back. It's hilarious. Yep. Yes, I do. I connect with pets. And I think there is room, I mean, in the, in my schedule website. Wednesdays and Fridays. But yeah, I love connecting with pets. Oh, baby. I'm not an animal communicator when they're here. But I can answer questions about them, but it's not the same way an animal communicator does it. But yeah, if they're deceased, I can't. Yes. What are you doing? He's my little Sagittarius lover. What is it, baby? Okay. Yes. I know you. Look, Kai, we're flying. We're flying, Kai. Do you want down? You trying to look for something to get into? So on the videos, there's like a star below the videos. That's how you hit the hype button. I don't know if you can do it on like lives that aren't that are like live right now, but you can after they've been like after they are saved or whatever. So it's like the little star below the videos. Let me see if I can see it on my thing. I have noticed some more, actually some new people on older videos, which is good. So maybe I am getting somewhere slowly but surely. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What the heck? Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see if I can see it for you so I can show you where it is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I can see it. I should be able to. Oh, maybe it's not the star. Hold on. Is it the promote button? Hold on. Let's look it up. Because I thought it was a star, but it says ask. So let me. What the heck? What's going on with my mouse? What does the hype button look? Oh, look. It's located under the channel name when viewing a video on the YouTube mobile app. It's also found to the right of the comment section. The button is a simple design that can be easily recognized by viewers. However, the exact visual appearance of the hype button may slightly vary depending on the version of YouTube, version of the YouTube app or the device being used. It says it's just under the channel name when viewing a video on the. I don't know if you have to do it on the app or not. How come I don't see it then? Because I pulled up Ted's reading and it should be. I don't see it. Maybe it doesn't show for me, but it says on the app. So I don't know if maybe it doesn't show like on the. I don't know, man. Deb's done several hypes. Yeah, I don't know where she's finding it. Maybe I don't see it because it's my channel. It's supposed to be right underneath the name, though. I don't know. I think there might be some videos on it. I think you have to use the stupid app. Because it's not showing up. I wonder if that's because it's an old video. Should show up on every video, though. Let me see if it shows up on my app. I don't know. It might not show up because it's me. Because it's. Oh, it's not showing up on mine. So I'm not sure. I wonder if it's because it's my thing. Oh, it has the AI thing on there. Let's see, promote. My eye's twitching again. Oh, it does that. See, I only have 52 views on that video and I posted it an hour ago. It used to be that bad. I don't know. It's freaking. Deb's done it, so I know it's there. But I just don't know if I'm not seeing it because it's my channel. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just not showing up on mine because it's my video. Like, but it's supposed to be on the app. And yeah, it should say that. That's what Deb said. Everybody should have it. I just wonder, like, if it's not showing up for me because it's my video. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't hype my own video. Let me look somebody else's video and see. Because it should be there. There's no reason it shouldn't be.
Why is that?
No, let me see. No, I keep hitting the wrong freaking things. Because I don't think you can do it on shorts.
Are you in violation of the...
Okay, I'm looking on Christina Randall thing and see. I don't see it on here either. What the heck? It's not showing up on mine either. So, maybe like I haven't updated or something. I don't know. It should be there. I freaking don't know. It shows 1.75 million now. Yep, I don't know. That's weird. I have all the other things but that. So, I don't know. Maybe it's only on if people this is not showing up on mine. That's weird though, seriously. Because I do know people have it because people have hyped. I think Deb's like she did it like 3 times. You only get so many. I'm gonna say I'm not seeing the hype on there. Not seeing hype button. YouTube. I'm freaking tired again. It's bullshit. See, you have to have at least 500 subscribers, which I do. Only long form videos are eligible. Shorts, live streams, and videos for kids not included. So that's why somebody asked me like why they didn't see the hype feature on that one of my live videos, and that's probably why. The hype feature is still in the early stages of rollout. Keep an eye on updates from YouTube. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I didn't need to wait for my update or something. But it has to be on a long video. I don't know, girl. It's not gonna be that one because it's not long enough. But like Christina Randall's, how long is that one? I was wondering with the cheerleader that I got in Idaho 4 with the timing and how I get interconnects. I keep wondering if it's this cheerleader on the Carnival Cruise now. I'd be curious if she didn't have like red in her uniform or something. Because I get cases like way ahead of time. And like a lot of the names I'm noticing are fitting cases. Like I got Jaden, and because I just went back over it and screen recorded some of it. Jaden Spicer was who it reminded me of. And then Greg was in that one, and there was a guy named Greg who unalived his girlfriend recently around the time Idaho 4 stuff was going on. So it always has to do with timing. But yeah, it can't be on a live. It has to be on a long video. It can't be on a live, and it can't be on a short. So this one that I'm looking at right now, but my Idaho 4 one is long, and the TED one. So I don't know. Oh, but that was a live, wasn't it? No, wait, that wasn't a live. That was not alive. I can't believe that. Well, Maggie and Palmer was alive. That one has 96K views. That's nuts. I'm pretty sure the TED one wasn't live. Fort Worth Trio wasn't. I don't think I could see it on my own thing. I don't see it. Nope. Let me see on this Melody Buzzard one. I don't see it on anybody else's too. I wonder if it's because I'm on my thing. Hey, Kimmy. I do have a hype, but just went 3 videos down. Yeah, no, you can't do it on the live, and you can't do it on short videos. It has to be a long, regular video. Hype a couple down. You gotta slide the thing over. It will say hype. Okay. Huh. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. That means a lot, especially now. Because everything is weird. Yeah, but I do think some old videos are getting seen because, yeah. Did you comment earlier? I swear your name looks super freaking familiar. I think you commented on. Oh, no, that wasn't you. Never mind. But yeah, I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Nope, I don't want to do a reading of Charlie Kirk. I go where spirit leads me to, and I don't want to touch it. There's actually, and plus I'm not, I have my feelings about that dude, but I really would rather try to find missing people and spend my energy on that, and but you know, true crime takes a lot of energy, and I'd rather put it to good use with people that are missing or cases that are unsolved, things like that. Unless spirit pulls me to it. They always choose whatever they choose for a reason. My energy isn't always aligned with everything. I know that a lot of other readers aren't like that, but I am. What do you mean? What do you mean, Shauna? If you want to share a link for a missing person, that's fine. If that's what you meant. I don't know if that's what you meant, but if that's what you meant, that's cool. Oh, it's okay. You can just copy the link and paste it in the chat box right there. Where's my stupid eye again? It keeps twitching. Yeah, I'm doing it's scrolling across the bottom, Kimmy. I'm not doing mediumship, but I'm doing intuitive guidance. We already did 3 of them. My back is hurting. I don't know why. Stupid. This chair sometimes. I think it's the weather. It's about to change. My freaking back and my legs been hurting lately. It only does this in the wintertime. I'm okay. I'm alive. Say that much. Yep. Are you caught up, Kimmy? If not, you gotta fast forward. Hey, Jeff. So, Shauna, you have to remind me. Your husband went missing last year, and he still hasn't showed up. Was he depressed? Was he depressed at all? Oh, okay. Did he just randomly leave the house? Well, like I said, you can message me. I just keep seeing something and I don't know if it's him or not. Um, I need to know if like he was depressed or like was having like mental illness kind of thing. Um, because I keep seeing something and I don't know if it's for you or not, but I don't. Well, I keep seeing the same thing over and over, and I'm not sure if it makes sense to you, and I'm kind of like wanting to be really gentle. Yeah, like I said, you can do an email question. Uh, just like I said, I'm a little bit behind. So sometimes they'll show me like them walking down a road if they've just vanished, or if they've left and just vanished. Like I'm kind of getting that, but sometimes they'll show it to me as like um also where they could be kind of thing. Um, well, that's why I don't know if it's for you or not because I keep seeing the same thing over and over. And if it's somebody else in chat, I need them to answer. But I have to say because it's like repeating. I don't know. I feel nauseous all of a sudden. But it's like I keep getting a reference to a road and like him walking down it and woods on both sides. The road looks like it's very secluded or whatever. So I don't know if it's symbolic or not. But there's a reference to just kind of like vanishing into thin air in a way. I also get the reference to like taking responsibility. Um but I don't know why I'm getting a pew pew either. So that's why I'm like it kind of feels like that kind of goes together and that the way that it's coming across. Um like I said, if you want to message me, we can always run the astrology to validate it and try to get a better location. But that's what I keep getting over and over. So I don't know if that's for you or for somebody else. It's making me freaking nauseous though. I don't know why, but I'm not feeling good. That could be substances would make me not feel good. Um yeah. And I might not be getting everything right now. Like I said, there might be some things that they want kept private, but I don't know if any of that makes any sense because it's making me I'm super nauseous. I'm getting hot. Like I don't feel good. Yes to what part? Yes to what part? Can you validate anything I'm saying? Like I said, I know I'm not going to get every detail, and I know there's probably more to it, but that might be something that he doesn't want to really go into at the moment. But that's okay. I just need to know if what I'm getting about what I described makes any sense, because it's coming across as like taking responsibility for what happened. Now that can be something that led up to it, or yeah, okay. But why am I getting a pew pew too? Um, but it's almost like there's this dirt road and then there's woods on either side, so it would be like a path or a dirt road that goes into the woods. And I don't know why he showed me like a yellow sign that has a curve. So like he's on the dirt road, but there could be a road that has like a curve to it. What is what? There also might be like either a creek or running water. There's running water that is like by these woods, if that makes sense. And a bridge or an overpass of some sort. Oh, he is on a curve where he was last seen. Okay, that's why I'm getting the sign with the curve then. So I feel like he's been overlooked. Even if they search by their overlooked, missed, go back by the curve somewhere. But I'd be looking for a this is on. I'd be looking for like a path um into the woods by that curve or something. Ugh, super nauseous. He kept bugging me with it till I said something. Ezekiel's so funny. He has to be here while I work, just like randomly sleeping. He cracks me up. Interesting. He's like, go back, and then he points to the map, and it's specifically like the curve, but there's woods around it. And again, I feel like there's a pathway that leads into the woods. I never, and I know he never left. He never left that property, that back 40. There's all kinds of trails through the road, so they tried to steer us. I don't know if there's, that's the thing, is I don't know if there's foul play. I mean, there could be, but it's coming across like he takes responsibility for whatever reason. Uh, and like he's not showing me perp. But I feel like again they need to go back to where he was last seen on the curve, because he shows me the curve sign and then he shows me a path into the woods, and there's like water like running by where he could be, and yeah, like I don't feel like he's hidden or anything. It's just like they need to go. I'm getting like go back. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, they need to go back. They need to go back. So this is why I don't know if, like, he's not showing me anybody involved. Like, he kind of is taking responsibility. So I don't know if, like, he had responsibility for himself. In the way that it's coming across. So, I mean, he left because he's showing me him walking. So I don't know if he got out of his truck and walked or what that's about. He's not showing me, again, anybody that's involved. It could just be he's not showing me that, or there's not. But he's been overlooked. Do you know about any water that runs, like, through there? It can be like a seasonal creek or whatever. It's just some kind of running water. My freaking back is hurting. I think it's like the path closest to that curve, because it's almost like he shows me the curve and then he shows me like a path that goes off that curve. But then he also shows me like a water that runs. Like, again, I don't know if it's a seasonal creek or just a creek, what it is. Yeah, the only thing is I don't see anybody around him. It's like he walks down a path and he vanishes. That's what he's showing me. But they need to go back. Oh, okay. It's just a creek runs through. There you go. Is that by the curve? Because he's specific with the water. It's like the curve and then a road that goes like into the woods off of that curve, like a dirt road that goes like between the woods. You know what I mean? And then the water. So that's the way he's giving it to me. I don't know if you know where I'm talking about. Yeah, he's not showing anybody involved. It's like he went off on his own. Um, and if he was drinking, that could be why I'm nauseous. Like, That's kind of the way it's coming across, or the way I'm perceiving it. Because he keeps showing me him by himself, like walking down that road, and then he just vanishes. And usually I'll get that if and I'm getting a freaking headache. Now I'm wondering if he was the headache earlier. But I'm also getting pew pew, so I don't know if he had one of those. Like, or if he was depressed in any way. Cuz like I'm not feeling anybody around him or anything like that. Like he just shows me like him walking down that path and then vanishing. And that's literal in a way and then symbolic too. Okay. So because sometimes when we're under substances it makes things 50 times worse, right? And we do things we might not do if we're sober. Yeah. A pew pew is a weapon. I can't say it on GUN. And I don't know. I mean, that could be like, I'm not really sure what that's about, honestly. But my head keeps hurting. Um, but it's almost like the biggest thing he shows me is like he walks into the woods and he vanishes. That's what he keeps showing me over and over. And that's what I kept seeing. And I was like, dude, I need to ask her about this because it's not going away. It's like a repetitive thing. Right. So I mean, I don't know if that's like if that's possible or not. I mean, we can always like double check the astrology and make sure, that what I'm perceiving is right, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's just the way it's coming across. And I just think he's been missed for some reason. And you're saying they didn't search that area. Like I said, the curve, a road, like a trail that goes between the woods, and then a creek. I know. But it's nothing that you did. It feels like a lot of turmoil, not wanting to like tear you down anymore. And then unfortunately the substances. It feels like a mix of like that kind of energy. And my head keeps freaking hurting. So there's something with his head. My temple's hurting. It just makes me wonder if he was the headache and why I kept getting on and off earlier. And then I was getting like super hot randomly when I decided I want to come on here. And that happens with spirit sometimes. Like, I don't know. But they didn't look. Okay. I mean, is there a way you can get somebody to check where I'm talking about now? Because I just feel like, and you would be looking by a tree. I don't know. He shows me like him like leaning up against a tree at some point. So, or sitting up against one at some point. So like maybe the base of a tree. But I would, if you can, like have that where I'm describing checked. Because he's saying like go back, like missed, and he keeps pointing to the map and like basically it looks on the map like what I described to you, and specifically that curve keeps coming up. I had one off. I had one on one, one on off really, really bad. And let me tell you something. All the years I thought, I mean, it's not coming across that way. At least he's not showing me anybody. What? Okay, I'm so confused, but I mean they're not. He's not showing me a perpetrator. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not seeing that. So the way that it would come across, I feel, if there was somebody else involved in that way, is he would show me like them doing something to him, and instead of just showing me him disappearing down a trail, which is what he keeps showing me. And my eye hurts now. See if there's like a private detective that would take your case. Just talk to him. I know sometimes they charge, but sometimes they do free cases. See if they do pro bono. See if you can talk to a cold case detective. Because sometimes the cold case detectives aren't corrupt. Or it's more likely the ones that were active at the time. But since it's been quite a while, you might find someone that's not corrupt. So maybe you can go into the police station and try to talk to somebody that's part of the cold case unit, or you know what I mean. Or you can try to see if you can find like a private cadaver search team, or someone with a drone. I don't even think you could find them with a drone. So a private cadaver search team, and see if you can get some permission to go on there. I mean, if they're not involved, they're going to let you on there. That'll tell you everything right there. If they say, okay, yeah, come search. I mean, especially if it's family. Then there might have been an argument at some point earlier in the day or something. But like I said, we can double check like the astrology, make sure I'm seeing it right. Yeah, I mean, wherever you can find that you feel comfortable with, and the good thing is it's probably the time for it, because a lot of cold cases are going to come to light with Neptune going into Aries next year, and it's like it's dipping in, but I can't remember the dates. I know it's dipping in towards the end of January, so a lot of cold cases are kind of coming back to light and getting solved around because of this, and it's coming up now for a reason. So it would be a good time to reach out to whoever and see what you can do, because sometimes it's all about timing in cases. Like, well, sometimes these places do it for free. Like, there's volunteer groups, and you can always also request like Texas EquiSearch or places like that. Like, as long as the family requests them, they can come in. And they do it for free because they're a nonprofit. And if it's not Texas EquiSearch, it could be someone similar to that. But there's nonprofits that do the searching like that. So I'm sure you can find somebody to do it. Sorry, to do it for free for you. Just look up some nonprofits. Oh man, my rubber band broke. My eye's twitching again. Damn it. That's probably him. I notice, like, when I do true crime cases, sometimes if things are right, like, my eye will twitch. It's weird. I call it my seer stamp. That was a long time ago. You're welcome. Yeah, you'll have to let me know. You can email me. We can always, like, double check, like I said. But I'm pretty sure. I still have this dolphin one, guys. I haven't made any recently. One of my favorites. Welcome. Well, the biggest thing is like he doesn't want you to have like guilt or anything over that. It's like he's sorry that he vanished and left you. Is there a carry of the name in some way with the son? Hey, Ashley. Oh, shoot. I forgot I do have your questions too. Fuck. I have like 10 questions I gotta do. There's not enough time in the day, guys. Seriously. I did start though, Ashley. Well, I think it's because, like I said, I don't know, you were here. I ended up coming on YouTube tonight for a reason. Like, I don't believe in coincidences. Like I said, I started getting a headache earlier. But a carry of the name. So did you like name your son in any way after him, first or middle or anything like that? Like, and do you know if 19 rings a bell? Oh, your son's middle name, but your grandson named him directly after him. Okay, because I'm like, there's a name, Carrie, that he keeps talking about, and I keep getting 19, so I don't know if it's the 19th or something happened 19 years, or there's something happened the 19th of a month. I don't know. Also, there's a birthday coming in that either just passed or is coming up. I'm not doing any. I mean, I'm waiting for people to get readings. I think it's too late to go on TikTok tonight. But the 19th is coming in strong, so I don't know. Weird, 19 on the freaking 19 people in here. So just hang on to it. Oh, your oldest son's birthday was the 29th of October. Daryl's birthday would be November 15th. Would have been, or okay, that makes sense because he's talking about his birthday then. that makes sense because it's like next week or something. Yeah, that's why he would be bringing it up. And again, so things come to light around birthdays. That's what a lot of people don't understand. People are bound near their birthdays and around. So just hang on to it. Hang on to the 19th because it's coming in really strongly. I don't know if there was something that happened on the 19th, if there's something the 19th, or it could be a future thing. I'm not really sure, but 19, or 2019. But there's something that, I don't know. And it's just weird that there's 19 people in here right now. That number keeps popping in really strong. What's it with eggs and bacon? I know it's super friggin' random, but he showed me eggs and bacon. And now I want some, and I don't even eat that. Really. Mom passed right before my 16th birthday, and then I lost him right when I was 18. It's not that it would have to be specifically 19. I mean, I don't know. It could have something to do in the future. I'm not sure if you can get, if you end up getting, maybe he'll be found on the 19th. I don't know. But it's something to hang on to. I just need to put a pin in it. And I keep being drawn to the freaking fact that there's 19 people in here. That's weird. Weird synchronistic timing. Yeah, I don't know what the bacon and eggs are about, but I'm hungry now for bacon and eggs, and I don't even eat it or have any. We used to have get-togethers, and we would love our breakfasts. Man, his whole family get-togethers probably. Okay, yeah, it could be breakfast or it could be specifically bacon and eggs, but yeah, that makes sense. It's just odd because I normally don't. It's not something I eat, but I want it, and they're over easy. I mean, he knows that you've never given up, but he needs you to know that he's okay. So, even if you never find him, he needs you to have closure and not hang on to that, because he says, I'm right here. I, you know what I mean? His body isn't important. His soul is with you always. So, even if you're never able to, it doesn't stop his movement on the other side, and it doesn't he needs you to have closure regardless. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't want it to stop your growth. He's it's time to finally let it go. That doesn't mean you quit looking for him or anything, but he doesn't want you to hold on to the finding him. He says everything has a time and a place. And I feel like eventually he will be found. Like, that's what he shows me. He keeps showing me, as I'll say, as gentle as I can, like bones. So, but he doesn't want you to hold on to that. That's the thing about, like, I wasn't invited to my husband's either. Like, I did my own thing. And that might be something that maybe you need to do. Okay? So, you can do like any sort of ceremony for him that you want that's going to help you move forward. I did that for my husband. I did his own native ceremony. I wasn't invited. They went and did everything without me after asking, asking if they could help. I asked, yeah, you guys could help. And then they went and did everything without me. I had to literally go to the sheriff to get any ashes or anything. Like, so I understand. And it does affect you, but you have to let go of that because we can't live in the past. We have to move forward. That doesn't mean that you love him any less. It doesn't mean that you don't carry those scars with you. But as far as the family is concerned, like, I'm hearing like you don't owe them anything. And yes, it hurt you, but that's in the past. That's their loss. And you can do what you need to do now. So if you want to hold a ceremony for him, you can. Um it it might help you move forward. Do you know what I mean? You can just hold a little any kind of ceremony you want to. Mine was like, I just did my own thing. And sometimes you have to do that. It doesn't bother them on the other side because they honestly don't care about their funeral or anything. Do they show up? Yeah, but it doesn't matter like what happens to their physical body and everything because they're fine on the other side and we're all spirit. So we just kind of wear like this suit, like, so we can learn our lessons. But rejection is protection and a redirection. So I had the same situation. My husband, of course, it was a twin flame situation, little different, but like, I don't know what the hell he told them about me. Just saying. So it could be, and there wasn't drugs involved there too. So it has a lot to do with that. Like, when people are on substances, they are not themselves. They say a lot of things they probably don't mean. And do you know what I mean? So you have to let that go because they are not meant to be in your life for whatever reason. Like, that was part of the soul contract that you had, over and done with. It doesn't define your character or, like, you know what I mean? That's their loss. You know who you are. But have your little ceremony, release the outcome. That doesn't mean you can't try to do what we already talked about. But I think that will help you move forward because a big thing is when we hold on to grief, it affects our heart chakra, which eventually affects our heart. It affects our body, it affects our energy, and it kind of weighs us down in a way. And they don't want that for us. They want us to continue to live, and he just doesn't want you to hold on to that anymore because he feels like it holds you back in a way. Do you know what I mean? But very similar to my situation with the in-laws. I feel for you. It sucks. It really does suck because I'm the type, like, I take everybody into family, and that's how I felt about them. And the way I was treated afterwards sucked, and it hurt my feelings and broke my heart a lot. And I know, so I understand how you feel. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's stopped your growth, and he doesn't want that to hinder your growth anymore. Um, like, he's okay, and he wants you to be okay. Like, the biggest thing that we can do with our loved ones on the other side is be happy and live our life to the fullest and not live in the past because we still have a blueprint to live. We still have a life path to live. We still have lessons that we have to learn. And when we hang on to these things, it hinders our growth and we forget that we had a soul contract with them. So you chose this before he ever came to earth, before you ever came to earth. You guys chose to go through this together. You chose this path. So he doesn't want you, you've held on to it long enough already. He wants you to do the best that you can to release what you can of it and move forward Because you can't go back and change the past. You can't change the way people feel or think about you. You can't do any of that. You can send love to them, imagine pink around them, however you want to do it, and let it go. Cut the cords of that relationship with the in-laws or whatever, because that'll help you. You have to, there's ways that you can do it. There's YouTube videos and stuff on how to cut the cords and all that, but that's going to help you move forward. And feel a little bit freer. Like, he wants you to live your life to the fullest and be happy and do things you love. Like, he doesn't want you holding on to that. He never wanted that for you. And he knows it's hard because you've always had this, I wonder what happened, etc. But he says, it doesn't matter because I'm okay. And when it's time, he'll see you again. But as of now, he's leading you and guiding you, and he always has. He's never left your side or left you alone. He's always kind of walked by you. And when you talk to him, he hears it. He's been around. He's seen your son grow up. He met him before he was ever born. That's something that you need to remember. Do you know where the Michael comes in at all? I feel super uncrowded now. That's why I wish I could do a lot of mediumship, but I get so, it takes it out of me so much. I don't know why it does in other mediums, but it's not freaking hot again. Hang on to that name because I heard it. So, if you ever find out. But yeah, my head is hurting all on this side. So, I hope that's helpful and it helped you in some way. He never wanted any of this to hinder. And he says that he was really selfish with the way that he was living his life and things that were going on. And he should have cared more about you and the baby. But he says that if he would have stayed, then he would have made your life hell. And it would have been harder for you to raise your son. And your son would have been affected. So in a way, it was a protection thing as to one reason why he left. And I know that's hard for us to grasp, but sometimes they leave if their life is hell, if they're going to drag us down with them. They make that sacrifice. He couldn't be the dad and husband that he wanted to be anyways with the substances, and he didn't know how to stop that either. It might have caused, more damage to you and your son's life, etc. So that's another thing that he wants to say. My chest hurts. Wait, what? The brother, you should have cared more about in the baby Michael. Who's Michael then? Yeah. And so that's why we have these soul contracts and why they leave early sometimes. It's for our own protection. As hard as that is to grasp. He would have just brought you down with him. And it would have been even a harder life. You probably would have split up anyways. He's showing me, it would have not have been a good life for you. But being alone is strength. We learn to love ourselves, and that's okay. And sometimes, we can turn to spirituality, we can turn to pets, we can turn to our children, we can find things that keep us busy and keep us going. We don't need anybody. So sometimes also going through this is lonely, but we kind of learn how to adapt to that. We come into this world alone, we leave it alone. So it's learning what you can do to help you not feel so lonely, whether that's friends online, whether that's a support group, whether that's, a pet, whether that's just anything. Oh, his brother's name is Michael? Is that what you were saying? Is that what you were saying? The brother's name is Michael? Or his middle name is Michael? Well, yeah. And that's the thing. We all kind of do that because we always think we can change somebody or someone's going to change. But unfortunately, we can't change anybody that's not going to change themselves or wants to change themselves, especially addicts. And it's a sad thing, but you can try to push them to be a certain way all you want, but unless they're ready to make that change, it ain't going to work. And that's the big thing about being an empath and trying to help people and all of that. That he was last seen. Oh, okay. So he does have a brother named Michael then. Okay. So he's just validating. Yeah, I was confused. I was like, is it like first and middle or two different brothers? Okay, that makes sense. I mean, maybe Michael would be someone that you can get permission from. He's mentioning him. It could just be a validation that because it's his brother. So, right, gotcha. There goes my stupid eye again. My eye's twitching again. So, yeah, maybe maybe if you ask Michael, he will let you, or he's just validating that. All right, so I hope that was helpful. I didn't have a choice in that one. And now I think I'm tired. Oh, okay, they grew up together and called them brothers. Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe I don't know if they still are on that property or not. Are he still alive? I'm gonna have to You're welcome. You have to let me know how it goes. If you need anything else, just email me, let me know. You can always double check, like I said. And the astrology would show for sure. You can align it with what I got. So, but if you find anything out or whatever, let me know. You're welcome. Does anybody else want any questions before I get off here? Maybe I gotta eat something. I got super freaking nauseous off that. I'm gonna have to probably do another live tomorrow. I might do TikTok tomorrow early in the day. I always say that. I was supposed to do early today and I didn't. I have a problem with early. I'm not like a early person. Do you know what I mean? Like my readings and what matches me and my energy is like later in the day. Even if I am able to go earlier, I just have a hard time doing it. It's weird. Okay. That's my astrology too for me to like I align better with like the nightly readings, things like that. I don't know. The energy is stronger, I think, nighttime. I don't know. Yeah, but he didn't give me a choice. So there's that. Anybody else want any questions before I get off here? I'm guessing Tracy fell asleep earlier. You're welcome. I hope it brought something to you. You know, I hope it helped you in some way. So like I said, I always give if spirit has something to say, I always give it. So if people want to donate later, that's fine, but don't feel like you have to. It'll hopefully come back one day. Oh, the way things are, I'm like, this is so weird lately. I don't know. Okay, good. I'm glad. All right. Anybody wanting questions before I get off here? Keep in mind the virtual event if you want to sign up for that, or raffle tickets. I've only sold one raffle ticket so I might push that out till December. Yeah. It'll be all right. I'll survive, hopefully. I'm gonna have to really push it the next few days so I can keep my car. I'm like a month behind. I'm telling you, I haven't been myself since that whole situation with the. I don't know why. Like I feel like I can't even remember the months ago. Makes me wonder if I didn't switch timelines or something. I don't know. But I just everything's like foggy. I don't know. And people tell me they told me stuff. I'm like, you did? Like it feels like I lost brain cells. I hate to say that, but that's how it feels. Not even joking. And it was weird because like I normally don't have that. Like I don't know. It was just traumatic. It really got to me for some reason. So. And then yeah, I have cute stuff, and I'm still doing my cups, but you know it would be great even if you just follow my other channel on TikTok. It's in my Linktree. If I can when start going live there, I can get that going. I actually haven't put my website together for that, and I need to actually get working on that too. So, but yeah. I'm trying to hope that will help fund things if I can get it going. So, but yeah. And that's free to follow that. You don't ever even have to watch it. I just need followers over there so I can get the right audience for that. So, and I do have a lot of things for Christmas. Christmas is coming up, guys. Can't believe that. That's so crazy. And I honestly can't believe it's been 3 years since I dove 4. Like, I can't. I don't know where the time has gone, honestly. So, but hopefully next year will be a lot better for us. My Jupiter return is coming up, so I'm hoping. And there's supposed to be something happening next year that I can't tell you guys about, so you'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be exciting. It's already happened. I just can't say what it is. So yep. But and I still have cups that if people want to adopt them, go for lower. I mean, I'll sell them for lower. They were just kind of practice cups, anyways. But yep. All right. Well, if no one has any more questions, then I guess I'll get off here. I'll probably have to do TikTok at some point tomorrow. Like I said, I gotta hustle. I've got to get things taken care of. I'm so far behind. It's stressful. So I've been trying to get out of the funk myself. I know a lot of people are in a funk right now. I've been trying to get out of my own funk. I don't know if anybody else has been like I know the astrology's been like last month we had like a water trine. I don't know if anybody else has been emotional, but like last month I cried a lot before and after everything happened, like all the time. And like I'm still kind of like that, but not as bad as I was. So I don't know if anybody else is feeling that at all. But I will have the astrology about the Mercury retrograde coming up. I have that and Jupiter in Cancer. It's been in there for a while, but there's some things I wanted to mention in it. In each of these, I'll do how it affects the sign. I also have a bunch of other little videos, and I have some true crime ones that I gotta just record. I have information on them already, but I had them one as a kid. What one as a kid? What do you mean? Yeah, I had a rough. I mean, it's been and it still is. I'm like still having a hard time, just because I'm not used to struggling this much. But I know everybody is right now, so just got to get through this tough astrology. Once Saturn goes direct, things should shift. It's supposed to be good later in the month. So we'll see. We will see. So hang in there. Any exes come back or people from the past, Mercury retrograde. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, you can do the email one too if you want to. Just know that I have people ahead of you. I'm glad Ashley popped in because I totally forgot. I started her stuff, but I forgot. Like I said, I have to hustle the next. I have to do a lot of work. Yeah. Well, my videos will be out. Each of the thing it'll tell you what for each of the sign. I just have to get it recorded. Like I always have notes. Like I'm not an astrologist. Like I can't memorize the stuff, so I have my notes up. But Yeah, but I live like 20 and 30 minutes from everything. Like, I can't be without it. Do you know what I mean? I just can't. Um, yeah. I don't know if you have TikTok. I might go TikTok tomorrow. I don't know. I have a reading at 6 tomorrow, and I think it's an hour. So I don't know. I got to try to do it before or after. But you know what? I went earlier on TikTok and I didn't do well. Everybody started coming later, so I'm not sure. And like I said, I always try to go early, and I even changed my whole schedule around so I could go earlier, and I don't know. I never feel it. Um, yeah. I mean, I talked to a lawyer about my car situation because they sold me a car with issues, and my mom had to help me with it. And then the whole thing with what happened last month with the HVAC. But I have not heard anything from them. I probably need to call them. Everything was done through email because I don't like phone calls. So I actually need to do that. Nice. Unless I'm like missing it or something. But yeah, it's what it is. Because I went through a period of time where I almost just quit doing this. And I don't know, I might still have to. We have to see. Um, I'm trying. So hopefully things will get better and I don't have to. Uh, TikTok's super easy. It's super easy. And you can find it through the Linktree. Um, so, like I said, you can always do the email thing. I just have people I gotta get to. I've got a lot of things. I just don't have enough time or energy during the day. I swear. I don't know how where all these other mediums have like the energy to go live like crazy on TikTok and stuff. Like I don't and do a bunch of readings. Like I don't know how they do it because I just like sometimes I feel really energized when I do readings, right? Like, and you guys have seen that where I like get energized, and sometimes it just wipes me out. And I think it just depends on the spirit. Um, and I've been actually changed my whole schedule so I wasn't going to bed at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and instead I go to bed a lot earlier because my eyes were getting jacked up, like really tired and really dry. And I thought, well, maybe it's because I'm not getting enough sleep or I'm, you know, staying up. So I've like changed that. But last night my eyes were jacked. I don't know why. Like I thought maybe my eyes were getting jacked because I of the toxins or whatever before, but they've been a lot better since I what do you call it? Since I blocked it off and turned it off. Like they've been better, but they still have their moments and they suck. So they were bad last night or I would have been on here. But they make when your eyes get like really tired. What animal card? I don't know what you mean. You mean the Rainbow Bridge ones? I haven't even pulled those for myself. I can't freaking cry the whole time. I cry. I feel like a crybaby. I cry over everything now lately. It's bad. I know it's stuff like in the astrology and whatnot, but I mean, some of them are. I've seen some like good media, and they don't have a problem like getting people to get readings, and that's what's frustrating. Because I go on there and I get like 5 people like in my live. And then I see these other people have like 100 people in their live, and they're not having a problem, and it's like it makes me like really down on myself. I shouldn't be, but I am. Like, I can't figure out why. Like, the algorithm isn't picking up my stuff. But, I don't know. Some of them are. The ones that I've seen kind of are. Um, I think it depends. You know, some of them just do cards and some of them do the mediumship. And I've seen, like, I don't know, they tend to get a lot. So that's why I thought maybe if I go earlier in the day, because a lot of these people have more people. But then I see them on there all night and they have people. And it's like, it's crazy. Like, the last few times I've gone on TikTok, I've gotten 5 people. Like, 5. That's it. And I'm like, that's so weird for me. You know, at least I have at least 20. I don't always have a huge live, but at least I have that amount. So I'm just like, then I start thinking, am I boring? Like, what is going on here? And I keep trying to come up with ideas to make it better. I actually saw a guy on there that he was kind of a jerk. I don't know how good he is at all, but the readings didn't make sense. Um, but he was like, and I might try this, but you don't get much in gifts for like TikTok. And that's the other thing. People don't hit the like button. Like, they don't hit the like button on the TikTok. They don't do like the gifts and stuff for me, but I see them do it for a lot of other people. And that helps your like live go out. And I also always get restricted for no freaking reason. But anyways, he was like telling people, he's like, I'm going to stop doing spirit leds if you guys don't like start hitting the like button and like giving gifts. And he's like, I don't need the money, but come on, I'm just going to be on here for no reason. And I'm like, okay, I kind of get it, but at the same time, kind of being a jerk about it. But, like, it's energy exchange, right? But the thing was, is when he was said he's like, supposedly he's a good medium. I don't know. But everything was like, nothing was getting validated. Like, he would say, oh, you've got a cousin with you, yada yada, but then no one would validate it, and that was it. It was just like, you have a cousin, you have a grandma. Like, there was no validating information, or you're gonna move, whatever. But no one was validating it. So I was like, how do we know? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just too much like, I have to see the validation to know it's real, and I have to give the validation to like prove to people that it's real. But I don't know, that was a weird one. But he had like 300 people in there. And then he had people, some people were like pushing back, and then some people were just, doing what he told you to do, hit the like and send gifts, whatever. I think the most I've made on TikTok was like $15 with gifts. People just don't do it. For me, which is weird because they do it for everybody else. And that's why I'm like, I don't know if it's just I'm on the wrong time, I'm not getting the right audience, my videos aren't getting seen. I don't really freaking know. If I have more time to play on there, which I know. And it's really like, I have mods, and anytime I do live on there, like, we don't have a problem. We don't have a lot of, but again, there's only 5 people that have been showing up. But we don't usually have a lot of trolls or anything like that. Like, I've had good nights, but it was weird because the one night I did like 2 spirit leds, and this one guy, like, he didn't really understand how it works. So I stayed there longer and I drained myself, because that's how I am. Like, I'm like, I have to give them a good reading, and if they're not understanding it, like, I keep pushing. Do you know what I mean? And I've got to stop that, because it makes me do less readings and it wears me out. And I know a lot of other people don't do that. So that's my big thing, is I have this huge integrity thing with it. And I got to make sure like they're getting a good reading, or they feel like they're getting a good reading. And I couldn't really tell with him if he felt like he was getting a good reading or not, because at the beginning he like seemed like he was having a hard time. He didn't understand like certain things. And so I stayed. I was supposed to be like a mini reading, and I did it way longer. So then I get exhausted. So then I did 2 of them, and I did them way longer than I should have. And by the time people started showing up, I was done. And people started showing up like later, and I was like, that's stupid, because I went earlier, because I thought, well, maybe if I get a different audience and I go earlier, and I get some new people. And nope. There was like 5 people. And then by the time I started getting people, I was exhausted from just the 2 readings that I did, because I went way over than what I should have. And that's my own like boundaries and my own thing that I've been working on for years. And sometimes I do well. Like I've been trying, except for that night. But, you know. And what was cool is that I started doing hybrid readings that I didn't even know I could do because I've always kept it kind of separate. But I'd be doing intuitive guidance, and if someone asked about a loved one, then I start channeling a loved one, but it was like quick. And it was like, okay, here's bam, bam, bam. And I didn't need to be doing a long reading because I knew they had 10 minutes. So, but that doesn't always happen, but it did that night. So that was nice. And it was like the info was coming in quick and it was validated quick. So if I could do that all the time, I wasn't tired off of that. And I made sure that I ended at 10 minutes regardless, because I think it feels different whenever I tell people I'm going to do mediumship and they send me a picture and then I start going, and then, you know what I mean? Like but it's different if they just pop in and I'm like giving them a few things because they're not expecting like a full mediumship, if that makes sense. So I guess they'll get what they need, but I'm not channeling for 30 minutes to 40 minutes, which is what I tend to do. And I need to stop doing that because 30 to 40 minutes for like $40 is crazy. And I think I may have even went even longer with that dude. So, I mean, it has to be like a fair energy exchange. And then otherwise it just screws me and I don't, I'm working twice as hard. So, but anyways, I went on a ramble. Sorry. So, yep, that's it basically. So, I don't know. And I always have a hard time choosing, like, do I want to come here because I like it here with you guys, or do I want to go to TikTok because I really don't like TikTok. But it's the only place I'm thinking like I can get new people because it's a different platform. And you have people come in and out, right? But I'm not doing well over there. So I don't even know. But I tried to get a platform where I could stream both, and it's not working for me. Like, we had it and then I couldn't see their questions. And if you stream on two devices, it's stupid because you guys can't see each other's questions and you don't know what's being said. So I don't like to do it that way either. So I know people do it, but I, for the life of me, cannot figure it out at all. And so that's frustrating because it would make my life a lot easier if I could just have one streaming platform and it streams both places, and then I can see both comments. Do you know what I mean? Then I don't have to pick, and then we might do better. But I just can't seem to do it. I know other people do it, but I can't seem to figure it out. So, anyways, I guess I'm gonna eat now that I've drained myself and I'm hungry. So, all right. Well, don't forget, if you want to sign up for the Spirit Led, email me. If you want to raffle tickets, email me. If you need questions later on, email me. LOL. No, email me. Cause I don't do phone readings really. I don't like it. 'Cause can't record it and play it back later, and just email me. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you, and I will see you soon.